Hello everyone, I'm the Piano Gamer. I bring you a video about crocheting. This is how to crochet a phone case. I will be showing you, how to do the striped phone case with the button and the thing that goes over it. Kind of like this. This is a perfect example of my own custom phone case. What I have right here is a Mario phone case. So, what I put in here is my 3DS XL, and this is basically what it looks like going down. I have a button that has Mario on it, and the pull over on the button is dark blue, which is going to be one of our colors today, and it represents his pants. Let me just put this back over. And now, there we go. So, this is going to be what you're making today, and if you feel free to go check out my channel. I do a lot of video game covers on my piano, clarinet, whatever you would like me to play it on. I take requests for video game songs or pop songs if you would like to hear pop songs. I'm not rather crazy about it, but I can do it. So, thanks for watching, and I will move on to our next. This is what you will need for your phone case to make it. Everything. You don't need anything extra, so let's get started with this. You will need scissors, something to put inside of your case, a size H or 5mm crochet hook, your first yarn color and your second yarn color. So let's get started with the tutorial. Everybody, this is going to be how to make a slip knot. This is how we get it all started. Sorry about my chair, it's pretty squeaky here. But if you already know how to do your slip knot, your single crochet, and your chain, please move on to the tutorial right around here. And if you don't know how to do your slip knot, stay continued. If you don't know how to do your single crochet, go right here. And if you don't know how to do your chain, go right here. Okay, so this is how you do your slip knot. I will be doing it with my pink yarn. It doesn't look pink on camera, but it's pink. So what you want to do is take two fingers. So here are my two fingers, and you're going to want to wrap your yarn around it until you can make a circle. Okay? Now, what I like to do is turn this around with the circle still in it, and then put the thread that leads to my yarn over my circle, making a veto sign. Now, this is important. What do you do with your hook? You go under and over. And then you pull both sides to get my version of a slip knot. I'll just keep pulling, and there you go. This is how you do your slip knot. Okay, everybody, I will show you next how you do your chain. So I'm going to get started with my slip knot, which if you don't know how to do that, you should have went over and watched, and I'm not going to go in super detail. If you noticed, my camera actually went back from being yellow to regular colored again, so I'm happy about that. Sorry about that. So now I will show you how to do your chain. Oh, there it goes again. Oh well, just have to deal with the color. I'm sorry, if your least favorite color is yellow, my least favorite color is yellow. Okay, so now that you have everything held like it's supposed to be, you want to hold your crochet hook like this, just like a pencil, and you want to hold your yarn like this. It's going to be over your pinky, under your ring, and your middle, and over your index finger for support and tension. Whoops. Okay, so now I will show you how to do your chain. So what you want to do now is yarn over, sorry if you can't see that, and pull your yarn through your slip stitch, like so. I will do this once more. Yarn over, sorry if you can't see that once again, my thumb's in the way, and pull that into your stitch. Okie dokie, so now that we know how to do this, I will demonstrate without talking. If you would like to try it with me, you may. Don't worry about that if the stitch gets big like this. You're just practicing. If you need to, you can make it tighter by going back and trying again. I'm trying to watch the camera more than I'm watching myself, so that is how you do a chain. It should not look like this, by the way. Okay, this is how you do your single crochet. I'm going to need some room for this, so I'm turning my camera up a bit. Okay, so you have your yarn, and if you did not know how to do a slip knot, you should go watch that. And I will do everything I need to right now. Like so. And I will chain a few. Chain 4 with me, okay? So I'm just going to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what you want to do, if you want to get the full experience, hold on just a second, you see I have this stitch and I have this one. You're going to want to go into the second stitch, right where my thumb is. So now you have 2 loops on your hook. Now what you are going to do is yarn over, go through one of the loops, and yarn over, oops, and go through 2 of the loops. That is how your single crochet will look. Something like that. Don't compare it too strictly. So, I will be doing this again. You go into your next stitch, and you yarn over, bring it through 1, yarn over, bring it through 2. This is how you do your single crochet, and I will give you more information on it once we get to the tutorial, which will be next. Okay, I will be starting our tutorial on how to make our phone case now. So, what you are going to do is do your slip knot, like so. And hopefully you saw this part of the video already if you do not know how to do that. If you do, please go back and, if you don't know how to do this, then please go back and watch that. Let's just get that perfectly there. Now we are going to stitch about 10 to 12 stitches. My phone is quite smaller than the regular phone, so I will be stitching 8. This is the usual amount that I chain when I am doing my phone for my phone case. If you would like to go into a selling business with this, it's going to be rather hard to. You are going to have to look at their phone and guesstimate how to how many chains you are going to do. So, gotta count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're about to 8, if I haven't gotten it already. 8. So now I'm just going to measure this on my phone. See, that is perfect. Now we are going to start single crocheting. You want to turn your tail sided around. You want to turn your tail side around so it is now in your left hand. So now you want to skip the last stitch that you made, which is right there, and go into this stitch instead, just like in my single crocheting part of the video. You have 2 loops. Go over one. Sorry, you can't see that. Bring it through 1. Go over 1. Bring it through 2. So now you have your single crochet. It gets harder from here. You want to go into the same loop that you just single crocheted in and do that once more. Okay, now you have 2 single crochets on the same part of your stitch. Now you're going to do that one more time, just exactly how you just did it, and hopefully you aren't moving along yet. This is how you get the 3D dimension of your phone case. This is how it gets bigger and it curves around and makes a little pocket for it to go in, like that. Okay, I will continue going on until we have reached the end of this line. Okay, now we are at the end of this line. Your project should look something like this. Now what we're going to do is go along the other side of this piece. Okay, so just follow my movement. Your tail should be moving over to your right side about now, and that should be that. So now you're just going to go right here along the side, and you should be coming to the other side, and you should turn it towards your right. So now just do the same thing you were doing on your other side. And I will meet you at the end again, and we will be done with our round 1, and we will do one more round after that, and then we will start on our next color. Okay guys, I'm about to the end. So this will be round 1 of your phone case. So now you want to stretch it out a little bit so you can have a bigger phone case. and you just want to put your phone in the middle of this and make sure that it will be big enough. It should look something like this. Okay, everybody. Now, we are going to go around one more time, and I will meet you there. Now I'm at half of the round, and I will keep going for another half. Don't worry if a mistake like this happens. It will be okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It will look just the same. Okay, everybody, now I am just about done with round 2. I will show you how you go on to your next color in the next segment of my video. Okay, everybody, this is how you change to your next color. I am going to be changing to a navy blue color that looks kind of like this. It looks pretty black on my camera, but it's it's a really cute blue on my, whoops, that was a mistake, on my camera. So now, you're going to need your scissors and your next color of yarn. Okay, so, let me get untangled here. You have your next color here, and you have where you left off with your pink. What you are going to do is take the pink yarn that you are working with and cut a long tail off. So, sorry if you can't see it that well, but there you go. Just trying to get the camera to change colors because it's so annoying. That wasn't very long, but that's okay. So, now let's get these on the way. And let's change to blue. So now what you're going to do, since you have your place where you're in pink, and then you have your tail that you cut off with your pink, you are going to take your blue and weave it into your work. Sorry if you cannot see this, but I will move up so you can. And you are going to take the blue, wrap it around your hook, and pull it through the pink, like so. Now you're going to pull everything together, and you are going to continue to single crochet around your work. Let me just get this held right here. And there you have it. Sorry if you can't see that. And I will meet you when we have done our first round and our second round. And I just want to mention, before I continue on, I want to tie these together before I do anything. So take where you are, make it a longer loop so it doesn't come undone, and tie these two things together. It will affect your work, but it is well worth it. So just tie it together like you're tying a knot, and let's continue on after that. If I can get it. Okay, so now it should look something like this. So now put your hook back through and pull it back in, and there we go. We will get started once again with our work. Okay, I am just about approaching round 1 right now. What I'm going to do, since I'm in that knot and I cannot go into that loop anymore, I am going to do a double single crochet, which is my term for going in the same hole that we just went in before. And now I will proceed with round 2, and I will meet you there when I am done. Okay, everyone, I am now approaching round 2. So now I am going to cut a rather large tail off of this one. And I will grab my next color, which will be pink. And my hands are freezing in my attic. And here we go with the pink again. Oops, I'm sorry. Kind of hit you there. Here's the pink. And now you're going to take your hook and bring it through this. And I'm sorry that you can't see that, but you know what we're just doing the same thing as before. And take your pink yarn, bring it through the loop, and you are going to do the same thing as before. Just pull those, make sure it's all secure. And once you get started there, you're going to want to tie those 2 strings together and make sure that they are secure. Now, I will start to crochet, and I will meet you when I reach round 2, finally. I will not be announcing round 1 anymore, and I will be right back. Whoops. Rather close there. Hold on here. Gotta get some yarn. Okay, everybody, I am now approaching round 2 of this work. So, Now what you would like to do is stretch it out just a little bit. So now you can put your phone in there and measure it like so. See, it fits my phone. And now I'll be continuing on with the next round, and you will know what to do. Just switch back to your other color, and remember to leave a rather long tail on this. So let's just cut this and move on to our blue yarn. If I can get it here, find where I left off with the tail. Crash. Okay, yeah. So hopefully I'll get that cut out, and if you didn't see it, then I did get it cut out. But of course right now I'm living in the past because of reasons, and yeah. So now just do the same thing that you've been doing before. Like this, pull on your pink, pull on your blue. So now I will meet you at round 2 once again. I will be doing this whole thing with you, so do not worry if you get stuck. I will usually have the same problems that my watchers do. By watchers, I mean people who watch me, my videos. And, yeah. So we need to, when I crochet, often a problem that I have, because of reasons, I have too big of a side that's going on here, if you know what I mean. Like when I'm crocheting something like this, it's either a hat, a pot holder, a glove. I have one side that just bulges out like crazy. And you know what I'm talking about if you're a beginner like I am, who is, well, I wouldn't say I'm a beginner anymore, but I would say I know what I'm doing. But I know how to fix that, and I will probably encounter that during this, and I will show you how to do it if you follow along with me. Also, I didn't mention this before, feel free to pause if you are not as fast as I am. You're probably 100 times faster than I am, but just saying, I want you to keep up. Well, I don't want you to keep up. You can just crochet at your own risk, and I don't want you to feel like you have to rush and get everything wrong. I probably should have mentioned that before, and I'm glad I did now. So now you're just doing the same thing, and I'm approaching round 1. And I will meet you at round 2. Okay, so you can see it kind of starting to happen. This side is starting to bulge out a little bit. So you want to check for this often. And since it's starting to go, it's straight, and it goes like, no, you can't see it, like that. And it kind of goes in, and then you fix it later on, and it goes back out, and you just have something deformed. I did that with this one, and you can see that it's bulging out, going in, bulging out again. It doesn't work like that. It still works. It's not as pretty, but it's okay. So what you want to do when you see that is go back, pull out some of your stitches. Go back like this. So now you're back at about 1 round and a half. So what you are going to do now is put your hook back through there if you took your hook out. And now you are going to finish your crocheting. and just go back in one more like you would normally do, and see, you are going to want to skip this stitch and move on to the next stitch, like at the beginning of the video when you first started chaining. So now it will make it smaller, if you know what I mean. It'll tighten it, and it will make it smaller than what you were working with before. And now I will continue on until we get to the other side. That would be my dog approaching me. She wants to come in, huh? Whoops, hit the camera there. And I am approaching the second round, and I will meet you when I get to my pink. Okay guys, I am now going on to my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th set of rounds. So what you are going to do before I move on to pink, pull out your loop like we did earlier in the video, put your phone inside it and measure it. If it doesn't go in quite as good, then you're going to want to stretch it out, and if it is too big or bulky, I would say, you are going to want to start to redo it. So this is what it looks like right now. So I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm moving on to my 5th round, and I am going to measure how many more I need to do. So it's about this width. I'm going to do 1, 2, and a half. I'm going to be doing 2.5 more set of rounds. So I'm going to do pink, blue, and then half of pink. That is how I'm going to be moving with this one. And I am going to get my pink yarn, and I will do that. That would be my dog in the background, once again. Whoops. Let's go to this. Okay, now I will continue until I reach round 2, and then I will notify you when I do. I keep hitting the camera. Okay, here we go. Whoops. I also want to say one thing before I continue on. I just want to say I am sorry for the yellow tint on my screen. It wasn't happening yesterday. It must be the lighting in here, and it's making everything look yellow. And I hope that it didn't detour you away from this, and hopefully you're still watching. And I'm sorry about the video quality. I do not have very good recording devices other than my 3DS, sadly. If you watch me regularly, some of you may know that from my other channel, where I sit there and commentate on Minecraft videos. But I have discontinued that channel. I mean, it's still alive. You can go check it out. It's called Pugglesucker MC, but, you know, nah, don't check it out, please. Oh my god, hard place here. Okay. Okay, I am now approaching round 2. So now you are going to move on to your blue yarn in a second. So now I'm going to make this loop bigger, and I will approach my blue yarn. I'm going to cut this here. I'm going to cut it. There we go. So now, it's unlikely I will use my pink yarn once more. So, I am going to measure it once more. I will probably only use, I think I'll use my blue yarn a little bit more. I'll do 3 rounds on my blue yarn, so it will use up that space. Hold on. So cute. I love my little dog. Ah, darn it. It's, what? What happened? I guess I never really cut it off, did I? Wow. Wow. I guess I'll cut that off then. There we go. And now we can use that for the other one. And you can notice all of these tails here, which we will tie together once we get done with this. Yeah. So now we have this, and I will continue on with our blue next. Okay, everybody, now I am transitioning back to blue, and we are going to do this color about 3 rounds, and that would be all. This would be, well, I could almost complete this right now. It's pretty almost up to my phone right now. So now what we can do is do what we've been doing the whole time. Let me adjust this a little bit, and we will continue and pull my yarn over, leave a long tail, here we go, got that done. Now I am going to continue, can't see that, and I will do 3 rounds of this color. So I will meet you when I am done with this, and it's nice. You know, when I watch tutorials on crocheting, some of them take you through the whole thing like I do, and some of them just say, here, I taught you how to do this, taught you how to do this, figure it all out on yourself. You know, I had a 4th grade teacher. I'm currently in 6th grade, so this could come back and strike me back in the butt, but I really don't care. And she told everyone to, you know, figure it out. And I said, you know what? What if I can't figure it out? What if I just suck at math or something like that? And, which I do, but now I get an A in it because I'm awesome, and I just got a D+ in it because my math teacher screwed up on something. But, yeah, just ignore that. And, you know, I had this math problem. It was like algebra or something in 4th grade, and she was all like, oh, you should just figure it out. You should all be okay if you figure it out. And, you know, she was really mean about it. I was like, I don't know how to do this. I mean, I've been sitting there thinking about it mentally, and then she's like, well, did you try it? And I'm like, yeah, I don't see anything on the paper. I'm like, I know. And then she's all like, well, figure it out then. And I'm like, what? And then she's like, what? And then I'm like, well, and she was not a very nice teacher. She was, she was that. You know, I had enemies, a lot of enemies in 4th grade. I mean, that school was pretty, It was okay, but it wasn't the best here in my city. And I was teaming up with my enemies on her, and we were just talking about her and stuff like that. And I don't know where this is going, but, you know, don't figure it out. Just look a video up or something like that. I'm always here to help, so you can ask me down in the comments below, and I will gladly help you with your problems. And if I can't tell them in words, I will gladly make a video for you. It's okay. I mean, sometimes I don't have a lot of time because I'm sitting there in my room playing whatever it is I'm practicing for next, and, you know, it just gets kind of time consuming to do all that stuff in one day. You know, it's already Saturday of my Thanksgiving break, and I haven't really done anything except practice and stay on the computer all day, eat turkey, eat potatoes, eat stuff, watch movies, watch shows at 4 a.m. Yeah, stuff like that. Play Mario Kart at 4 a.m. That's what I was doing last night. Yeah, we were watching shows. My mom woke me up, and we were watching shows. And she was all like, "Hey, we'll watch a show with us?" And I was like, "Yeah." We ended up watching 2 hours worth of shows. So, yeah, that happened. And now I'm approaching my second round? Something like that. When I get back around to my point, I will measure my phone on it, just to make sure it's okay. There we go. This is like 4 rounds. I think we're about done after this. After I reach my point, anyways. So I will just, quickly go through this. And yeah. Okay. Now I think I'm done with my phone case. This is about what it should look like. About like this. Let's get a full picture. Like this from top to bottom. Now I will be putting my phone inside of this. Let's find a little hole, and I will show you what it looks like once I get it inside. You might have a little bit of trouble getting your phone inside here. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is what mine looks like. With my phone inside it, it completely fits my phone. And if you need to keep going until it fits your phone, please pause and go ahead and, you know, I will be doing the button and the thing that goes over the button right in a second here. Okay, everybody. I did not mention that I was going to mention, that was kind of weird, how to end this. So what I'm going to do is this is my loop, and this is the string that leads to my yarn. I will cut this string that leads to my yarn, and I will pull my loop through, like so, and I will pull tightly to create a knot. And now you should have like a little knot right here. And just to be safe, you want to tie this like a knot 3 or 2 times. Sometimes I only do it on 1 time, and that works for me. And I will be doing this one more time. I want you to cut above the knot. So here's my knot. So there we have it right there. And you notice that there's a little thing coming out. I just like to weave this in to my work. If you get what I mean, just weave it over. Sorry if you can't see this. It's really hard to get my fingers in the right spot for this. And there we have it. My fingers are numb because it's so cold up here. That's what I get for coming over up here at like 9 in the morning. So, now you notice that you have all of these tied ends. This segment is going to be part of the video on how to end your base off. I said that the button would be next, but I lied, so there. And when the first time I did my stripe and phone case, it did not work out very well. It was bad. Everything went wrong. My stripes were all over the place, and I just figured out my own way to do it, and this is how I decided to do it. So hopefully this is a good way for you to do it, and if you can find any alternative, if you like to go watch someone else's phone case video tutorial, that may seem easier, but really it's way more complicated than mine. You may do that. And now I'm just tying these off, and we will cut them when I get done tying them. When we get done tying them. And yeah. Make sure you are tying these twice. If I didn't tie the other one twice, that's why I just said that. And after I get done cutting these, we will cut the things. So now we will cut the things that are left over on our project. So I will show you how we do this without cutting off the knots. It's pretty easy. All you have to do is just cut it close to the knot. Yeah. I'm sorry. You can't see that. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. Go. There's one. Two. 3. 4. And I'm going to finish off the last one. I'm just going to cut this one off camera. I can't get it on there. And now you have this one that is on the end of your phone case. What you are going to do with this one, hold on here. What you're going to do with this one is you are going to tie this once, like the one with the end, at the end of your phone case. And now you will cut that off as well. One thing that I don't mind doing is at the end, if you really want to, because I hope you can make another one other than this one, because it's fun. If you want to, you can leave this off. You can look up how to make a pom-pom ball, like out of yarn, out of the 2 different colors that you're making, or more. then you can put a little pom-pom ball at the end, and it can be such a cute little accessory. But I am showing you how to do the button and the thing that goes over it, the strap. So I will show you how to do the button and the strap for sure next. Okay guys, it's button and strap time. So what you are going to do is you are going to get your two colors that you are using, and you are going to merge them together, if you know what I mean by that. So what you are going to do is take some yarn off of your yarn things and merge them together like this. You don't have to twist them or anything, just put them together like this. It does not matter what is on top and what is not on top. So you're going to create a slip knot and do everything like you'll have one piece of yarn, but you really have two. So I'm going to do everything like I usually do. It can be rather bulky this way. Let me get the slip knot here. So now you have your slip knot. And we are going to make a circle, okay? This is going to be a tutorial on how to make a circle, and this will be your button. So what you want to do is chain 4. This is no different. Well, you don't have to learn any new skills other than a slip stitch. Not a slip knot, a slip stitch. This will be 2, I think, or 3. 3, 4. Come on. 4. We might not have to use a slip stitch. I might just do a single crochet just to make it easier on you guys. So what you're going to do is go back in to the first crochet you made, making a circle like this. Now you should have a loop like that, and now let's do a single crochet. So you have 2, yarn over, go in once, yarn over, go in twice. So now you have a single crochet, and you should have a circle that looks like this. This is not going to be the size circle that we will be using. We'll be using a much bigger size circle, almost half of the size of the thing. So now I'm going to get everything situated once again, and I will continue the circle going single crocheting around them. I will show you what you do when you get done with round 1. Just follow my moves, please, if you're following along with me. So we're just going to do single crochets around the whole circle. No double single crochets, my term for going the same loop. Just keep doing single crochets until you get back to your point. And I will show you what you do after that. I need to pull on my yarn again. On here. Gotta get my yarn from the things. Okie dokie. So now keep doing single crochets. Quite a mess over here, huh? There we go. Move that over there. Whoops, I'm sorry there. Okay, here we go. This process takes me a rather longer time than it takes me to get around the phone case, because we are using 2 colors rather than 1. Okay, so now I am about 1 round in. I can tell just because. And what we're going to do is start doing double single crochets. So now we are going to go 1 more with a regular single crochet and go back into the same loop that we just single crocheted into and do that again. So now we'll do that again. Now move over 1 stitch, single crochet, go back into the same loop that you just single crocheted into, do it again. We are going to be doing this around, and I will keep explaining it to those who do not get this. So single crochet over, now go back into the same loop, that you were just into, and I picked up 3 pieces of yarn rather than 1. This is okay, okay? Just as long as you correct it. See? Corrected. Yeah. So now I am on round 3 of my circle. I will keep doing this process until I get the circle as big as I want. Hold on, I just gotta get some yarn over here. So just keep doing this. And I will meet you when I have the biggest circle that I would like on my project. Oops. Go. On here, some more yarn. And now my circle is about this big. We are going to make this 1 more round big. By 1 more round, I mean not that much more. So, let's continue. Uh-oh. That's not good. Sometimes you may find it that you have to go back for reasons. And now to get some more yarn. There we go. Put that in there. Get some more yarn again. And now let's keep going. Ah, seriously, why do I keep doing that? I'll get it next time. Hold on. Here we go. Let's keep going now. Go. You'll find out that you will have to keep refreshing on your supply of yarn quite often. Oops. Okay, I think my button is just about big enough, so I will end it here. I am just going to do something that I like to do when I end it. I like to go into my loop like I'm doing a single crochet, yarn over, and bring that yarn over all the way through both loops instead of doing a single crochet. Pull that loop up and cut it like you're transitioning for colors. Sorry if you can't see that. My pink yarn just fell off the floor. I mean, it fell onto the floor. And now I have to clean up a little bit more. And I will set my button there. And that will fetch my pink. And we will continue. So now, what I can do is I can pull my loop. And I can pull my yarn through there. You may notice that there are plenty of loops on my circle. Looks rather gross. That's why I'm going to do it on this side. So it's going to look like this. This. Now, I will move on to our next segment where we insert the button onto my phone case. Okay everybody, I am back. So, what you are going to use is one of your loose strands that you have cut off of your phone case. So you should have all these little scraps of yarn pieces laying on your platform on where you are doing your project. Just use one of those things that you cut off for your advantage rather than wasting more yarn as it is. So what you want to do is do this like a button. You want to estimate where you want to put your button on your phone case. This is where my phone case opening is where my fingers are, right here. That's where the opening is. So my phone case will lay flat like this. I will put my button on top where I want it to be on my phone case. And I will get a bird's eye view on how that looks. Like that. My button's rather big, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And if you would like to do, if you would like to make it smaller, then you could have done that. I just like big buttons on my phone case. Like this one I made. This one looks I like that one. This one is just one that you can see the contrast on. It doesn't look very nice, but it's something for the contrast. So what you want to do is put this in about like a button. You don't have to make your button. I should have mentioned this earlier, which I probably will put it in there. You don't have to make your button you don't have to make it two colors. I like to do that with colors that I like to put together. I don't usually put navy blue and pink together. I usually just do different colors. I don't know. I kind of like the loopy side on this one. Yeah, I'm just going to do the loopy side. I really like that one better. So now I'm going to put this right there. I'm going to push it in. I'm going to turn it to the other side. I'm going to find my finger right there. You see that? Right there. And I'm going to find the pink that I put in there. I'm going to pull it out. You see how I'm doing this, right? So now you have that. And now you have this. You can easily go like this and shake that around. So now what you're going to do is find a place opposite of that. Probably like right here, right? Yeah. So put your finger right over that hole that you can find and bring it through, like so. And now you have this little cute thing right here. You can do it black or white or whatever color you want. I don't really care. It's okay. And you can just put it on top of your phone case, wherever you want to put it on your phone case, and insert it into your phone case. So now what you want to do is the exact same thing, but it gets more complicated. Guesstimating where the middle of your phone case is. So about right here, right? Yeah. Let me get a better view of here. So about right here. That would be in the middle. So you want to move it around like right here and put it in right here. Now I will be turning this inside out, and this is the wrong way. Turning this inside out, and let's see this in a second. Let me get this. And I will insert this inside here, and you will see what I'm doing. It's the exact same thing. It's pretty self-explanatory, so you can see that. This is the one time I'm going to tell you this, but this is a thing that it's really hard to show on camera, so you're just gonna have to, figure out how to get this into the little hole. Explaining it as best as I can. Find the middle, go over a little bit, and then insert it, turn it inside out, and insert it through there. I wish I could explain this better to you guys, but this is as best as I'm going to get it right now. So now you have one side in there. Personally, I like the loopy side that I made it on because it looks like tie-dye to me. Like a flower. Okay, I don't know how it looks like a flower, but, you know. I'm sorry if you can't see that. Try to get it into that hole right there. Okay, now I have inserted this into my phone case, so now it's on there. My button is, see? And you should have these two strings like this. You want to turn this inside out, almost. Halfway inside out, so you can see the strings and stuff. And, okay, so you know what I'm talking about. And you just want to tie these two things together that you just pulled out. Do that again, like a knot. I'm sorry if you couldn't see the last step clearly. I apologize for that. And you should have this now. It should be okay. So now, what you're going to do is turn it inside out a little bit more. Find these two strings where the knot is. And what you want to do is just cut that off. Like so. Doesn't have to be perfect because not everyone is going to sit there and turn your phone case inside out and look at the knots inside. It'll just be less of a workout if you don't see it coming out that way. So now what we want to do, since we have our button on nicely, and we are going to make the little strap that goes over your button. What I'm going to do is insert my phone in here because we really don't need it out anymore. We can put it in here for now. You may notice. Okay, never mind. It's okay. So now this is what it looks like. Doesn't that look pretty? It would look prettier if it wasn't yellow. So, but yeah, hopefully I can get pictures out that for my thumbnail, and that would be what it would look like in real life if you were using the same colors as I am using. So I will be right back with how to do the little strap that goes over. Okie dokie, guys. Now, the strap that goes over will be my pink color. The reason for this is because my phone case is, you notice the blue more than you notice the pink. So I will take my pink and I will do a slip knot. I can show you an easier way to do the slip knot. You have your veto sign and you just pull that through. I should have mentioned this before. I didn't really discover this until now. Pretty sad, right? I just did it on my needle. That's how my grandma always showed me. Okay, so now we are going to do chains. Let me get my yarn. Sorry. And we are going to chain about, I usually chain about 30 or more. So this will take a little bit of process, and I will put on some more music while I do this for you. This is 30. Well, it's still going. I just want to measure this really quick around my button. So put it in your button, like that, and measure and see if it goes all the way back. Oops, I'm sorry about that. And indeed, it does. We can stop at about 30. So now what you are going to do is the same thing. Pull out your loop like so. And you want to cut a tail off, not that long, it doesn't really matter on this one, and pull it through and create a knot like that. Now what you're going to do is your tails will actually serve a purpose right here, so do not cut those off. We're going to use that to tie into your phone case. So what you're going to do now, if you have your phone case, if you have your phone inside of it, please take it out, and we will continue with this. So, try to get just to see it. What you want to do is measure this, put it inside of your button, like this, so it comes out like this. Now, what you are going to do, turn your phone case around. I wish I could get a better view here. That didn't help. And I just want to get this adjusted more. And put in the parts that are your tails all the way back here, right here. So find some holes to put those in and do basically what we've been doing the whole time. Turn it almost inside out, find your finger, and then find your thread over your finger. Nope. Just do what you've been doing. So, same thing on the other one. Now what you're going to do is tie these two tails pretty tight. But be careful when you're doing your first tie. It pulls on the things, the little straps, and it causes them to be tighter. I mean, this isn't a bad thing, but you know what I'm saying. I want to tie them one more time for secureness so that they don't fall off. We will be finished with our phone case after this. If you would like to add the pom-pom, please go to another site, or I mean another video, and look up how to do a pom-pom, and, you know, hopefully got that, and you can figure out a way to work that in. It wouldn't be too hard, actually. Don't you say. Well, let's see. Here is how my phone case turned out. I will put my phone in it after this, and I will show you. It's right here. I will take this over. I will insert my phone into it. And there we go. Tighter the straps are, the better, because then they won't come undone. You may have to lift the button up to get to them and stuff like that, but it would all be worth it when it's done, because now you have a little thing to carry your phone around in, and it's more protected from falls. It's not protected from water because there's little holes in it, but it's protected from falls, like that fall. So here is what your phone case should look like now. And guys, thanks for watching. Let's go for, 3 likes, because I figured I'm gonna get a different kind of audience than I already have. Because, I kind of want to get some more subscribers, and if you like video games, good. Just, if you would like to hear me play that on piano, or clarinet, or any other thing, like saxophone or guitar, then please comment that down below if you like to hear stuff like that in different ways. And, yeah, thanks for watching, and let's go for some more subscribers, and make sure you hit that like button, and, yeah, thanks for watching.